So, welcome back. I've wanted one forever, like for as long as I can remember. I always wanted a Porsche 911. That to me was my dream car. That was a car. I think I watched that Steve McQueen movie, Le Mans, with my dad when I was, I don't know, 7 or 8 years old. It was on TV. I remember seeing that Porsche. Couldn't pronounce it. I'm even pronouncing it wrong now. Porsche, I should be saying, I guess. There was that car. There was Bad Boys, 1993 or 4, I think it was.
Back up, put the gun down, and give me a pack of tropical fruit bubblicious. And some Skittles.
Will Smith's Black Turbo. Oh my God, just seeing that, that's the car I wanted. And I saw that just as I was starting to learn, or just before I started to learn how to drive. So the 911 has always been the ideal car. I mean, I understand why people like Ferraris and Maseratis and all the other cars out there. There are loads of nice Mercedes, BMWs, some of the Audis are incredible. Fords, Mustangs, the GT, the original and the new. So many nice cars out there. Everybody has their picture of a dream car. My dream car was the 911. Now, I don't have the money to get a 991. I love a 991, of course, and maybe in a few years' time when they come down, I'll get a 991. But this is my entry into the Porsche world, and it's a Porsche 2002 Porsche 996 second gen, and it's a cabriolet, but it's got a hardtop. So I'm gonna have a little walk around it and tell you why I picked out this model in particular. The first thing is the color. I really like this seal gray color that Porsche put out. The more sort of original silver color I do like, and actually I've got a Jeep Grand Cherokee outside which is a sort of true silver color. But this seal gray color, it looks like a speeding bullet, or I don't know, something from a superhero movie. I just really, really like its color, gray color. I also wanted a Carrera 4. I live in Minnesota, and I think everyone knows it's cold as shit in Minnesota, and we get so much snow. So I wanted something that if I had to drive in snow or on the ice, four-wheel drive is going to make it a little easier than having the rear-wheel drive, which I'm told is suicide in snow. But then having said that, you know what? I've seen a lot of Porsche test driving in snow, and they seem to do okay. So maybe that was a mistake on my part, but I really like the four-wheel drive. So the Carrera 4 was also something I wanted. Third, I wanted the 5-spoke wheel design. The reason being, I think it looks cleaner than the sort of the turbo, what are they called? Turbo spin that you see on a lot of the basic Carreras, or the just plain old Carreras. This 5-spoke design I think looks really slick. The other thing I really like is that you can see the brake rotor, and you can see the caliper through it as well. The other thing, I couldn't make my mind up between getting the coupe or getting the cabriolet convertible. But in the UK, and I'm from there originally, when the 996 first came out, it took me a while to notice that there were a number of hardtop convertibles. I didn't know they existed. Now you've got to take off the hardtop manually. It's not something that comes off automatically. Oops, sorry, camera's getting a little shaky there. But this particular 911 does or did come with a hardtop option. So if you do research and you're looking for a second-hand 996, you'll see the vast majority of the cabriolets out there don't have the hardtop. But I really wanted the hardtop because I wanted the best of both worlds, basically. I wanted the coupe driving feel and the look, even though it is slightly different. And I also wanted the convertible feel. I mean, who doesn't like driving in a convertible car? So I searched high and low for a seal gray Carrera 4 with a hardtop, and ultimately found one. The other thing I really wanted was the second gen 996, and as I mentioned, the headlights. You know, a lot of people don't like the 996 for the runny egg headlights, but Porsche did a great job by upgrading the headlights in the second gen 996. And I think it just looks like it's about to pounce. It's like a puma that's just growling, raring to go to tear your head off. Really kind of aggressive looking and unique. I really like it. And in some respects, because the 997 generation and onwards moved back to the traditional lights, I think these lights are more than acceptable, and now they are unique. So there are some of the things that I liked. I've got to be honest, I do really like the black interiors and the tan interiors, but there's something about the sort of basic, if you will, gray interior. I don't know, it just looks really refined, really cool looking. I was a big Star Trek fan growing up, and there's something about this that just screams the Star Trek Enterprise to me. I don't know, the gray corridors, the gray consoles, I don't know, Star Trek, whatever. Honestly, I still watch it, but don't tell anyone. But this gray interior is really, really nice. There were a couple of nicks here and there on the e-brake there, you can see. But the rest of the interior is just absolutely mint. There isn't really anything I wanted to change. Oh, apart from the sound system. I put in this really cool touchscreen Kenwood. Comes out, you can pop a CD in it. Radio, of course. It's got a backup camera attached to it, which I'll show you on the license plate at the back. I had to move the air conditioning down, and I got rid of the OEM radio player. But this thing's also Apple Play capable. So I, plug in my iPhone, and I've got all the touchscreen capabilities there, which is just fantastic. So the interior, really nice looking. It even still has that new car smell. So yeah, fantastic. I just love this 996. So that's about it, really. There are the things that I wanted to find in a Porsche, and thankfully I found all of them. And I had to make a couple of changes. Like I said, the Apple Play installation inside. I can't wait to get this thing out on the road now that the snow in frigid, frickin' freezing Minnesota is coming to an end. So I'm going to make some more videos. I've got a couple of GoPro cameras, which I'm going to put on the car and drive out. But man, I see these videos on YouTube, and Quinton TV in particular, mate. I look at your videos, and you're bombing around in that Viper of yours with like 3 cameras on the exterior and 1 interior. Every time I've tried to mount my GoPro, so far it's fallen off. So I might hit you up with some tips. Tomorrow I'm going to have a go at replacing the brakes, calipers and rotors. I've got them here from Pelican Parts. So these are drilled actually, even though the box suggests not. And I've got some Texar calipers, brake pads here, sorry. It's supposed to be pretty cool. I don't know, spent a lot of time researching them. I hope they're going to work. But that's going to be fun. I've never changed brakes before on a car, so God knows what's going to happen. But I'm going to record it so you guys can see the results. Anyway, that's my Porsche 996 Generation 2 Carrera 4 with a hardtop, seal gray, and man, I just love it. All right, thanks for checking me out. See you later.